I've been making a list of hacks and tips over the last decade of travel, and today we'll be sharing them all with you. Don't forget to give this video a like and make sure you stick around until the end for a bonus tip that is going to make all the other ones so much easier to implement. Start by identifying your heaviest clothing and your bulkiest shoes, and then put these to the side to wear on the plane instead of packing them in your suitcase. Then identify your next heaviest items and put those in your carry-on backpack as opposed to your suitcase. They likely won't weigh your backpack. Take your next heaviest items, pack them at the bottom of the suitcase by the wheels. You may also want to consider getting a suitcase with 4 wheels instead of 2, because it is much easier to push a large suitcase than it is to pull one. Roll your clothing as opposed to folding it to maximize the space in your suitcase. Use your socks and undies to maintain the shape on the cuffs of your bras, and stuffing them into shoes to maximize space and potentially keep some small items safe. One of the best ways to organize separate pairs of earrings as well as your rings would be in a reusable pill container. If you have any compact makeup, make sure you stick a cotton pad inside, which is going to prevent it from breaking and cracking. Consider replacing your liquids with a solid state alternative. If you are packing any liquid, consider putting a piece of saran wrap prior to screwing on the lid. This is going to prevent any spills while you're in the air, especially with all of the pressure changes. Head to a store like Sephora and see if you can get any free samples of their products. This is great for a travel size amount of product, but also so you can take the containers and reuse them to fill with your own products. Pack a portable extender into your carry-on, as this is going to be prime for both the airport and on the airplane, where you likely will only find one outlet. And then for all of your cords, wrap them into a circle like this and take a hair clip to seal it together. Once your suitcase is packed, throw a dryer sheet in to keep everything smelling fresh. Also make a copy of all the information that is on your luggage tag and place that into the top of your suitcase. If your luggage tag is removed or lost, someone will open their bag and immediately know who it belongs to. When it comes to the luggage tag on the outside of your suitcase, make sure you purchase one that has a flap covering your information so you're not going through the airport having all of it on display. And then consider tying a ribbon or some sort of identifier so you know immediately which bag is yours. Empty your wallet of all of your loyalty cards and use a free app like Stowcard to instead create digital versions on your phone. And then find a pen and put it in your carry-on, or better yet, in the pocket of your jacket. You will need it. When you arrive at the airport, take a photo of where you park your car. You may think you'll remember, but you probably won't remember. While you're at it, take a photo of your luggage. If your luggage is lost, the first thing they're going to ask you for is what your bag looks like. Add the fragile tape to your luggage. It may make your luggage be handled with more care and be placed on top of the other luggage, meaning it's going to come out first at the end of a flight. Even if none of these things happen, it is an easy way to identify which bag is yours. Stock up on those plastic bags that they give you for your liquids. They can be very handy on your trip. Quality seal. As you head to security, save time by veering to the left. Most people will go with their dominant side, which is right. Carry an empty water bottle with you, which you can fill up from the fountains on the other side for free. Another tip is to freeze water bottles the night before and put them through the security scanner. This has worked for me 9 out of 10 times. Give it a try. Bring an empty thermos with you, as many airports now have hot water dispensers along with the cold water fountains. You could put tea, instant coffee, even oatmeal inside of this thermos. Place all the items like your watch, your phone, and your keys that you need to take off during your security check and put them on an inside pocket of your jacket. Then when you take your jacket off and put that through the scanner, everything will stay together as well as stay hidden. An alternative to an inside jacket pocket would be having a fanny pack, or something that I love, which is a flip belt, to keep all of these things secure and together. If you find yourself stuck in any lineup, tell someone. It is much better to be the person that is brought to the front of the line than it is to be the person that misses their flight. Go immediately to your gate to make sure you know where it is. This is better than waiting until 10 minutes before your flight to realize that you need to switch terminals. Head to your gate 30 minutes before you board and let them know that you'd be willing to volunteer if the flight is overbooked. This means you'll be placed on the next flight and also be compensated for your time waiting. Head to duty free and use all of their expensive samples and serums for your face pre and post flight. Look for people selling airport lounge passes on online marketplaces like Craigslist. You can also steal the lounge Wi-Fi by sitting outside of it and getting passwords from a site like Fox Nomad. Please consider getting a VPN to protect your data. Airports are prime spots for online hackers. If you forgot something, check with the airport lost and found. Items like phone chargers are often available to be borrowed if they have been left there for 90 days or more. If your flight is delayed or canceled, consider calling the airline service center while you wait in the lineup to speak with a gate agent. Also, if you have any leftover currency, add it to a Starbucks gift card while you're at the airport. Take a shopping bag with you or a restaurant takeout container and fill it with additional items. You are often able to bring these on without it contributing to your carry-on limit. Finally, when you arrive at your destination, just walk slightly away from the airport before booking your Uber, Lyft, taxi to avoid the additional airport charge. Book the window and aisle seat if you're traveling as a couple. You will likely have the row to yourself, and then even if someone does book the middle seat, they will gladly switch with one of you. Sign up for notifications at expertflyer.com. It's a free service that will notify you as soon as someone else changes seats or cancels their flight. This way you can snag it before anyone else even knows it's available. Consider flying into or out of a nearby airport. Sometimes being at an airport that is less than an hour away from the one you intend to fly from can save you hundreds of dollars. Search and book all of your flights in incognito mode. Your browser is going to track which flights you are continuously searching for and may end up showing you a marked up price. If you have extra airline points, use these to upgrade your seat as opposed to book a flight, as you're going to get a much better bang for your buck. Use a third-party distributor like Rakuten, which is going to give you cash back on that same flight. Consider adding a special meal when you go to book your flight. This means that your food is going to come out first and you won't end up stuck with the last option. Make sure you've downloaded any Netflix episodes, podcasts, or ebooks that you would like to use during the flight. If you have a tight connection, sit at the front of the plane so you are on and off the quickest. If you hate turbulence, go for the middle. It's going to be the least bumpy of a ride. And then if you want extra service, sit at the back. That is where the flight attendants will be during the flight. Regardless of where you sit, make sure you store your luggage either directly above you or in front of you. If your luggage is in an overhead bin that's behind you, you're going to need to wait for all those people behind you to deplane before you're able to get your luggage and deplane yourself. To avoid jet lag, drink plenty of water, avoid alcohol, and then also set your clock to the new time zone and follow that as if it were current. Chew gum on takeoff and landing to avoid those clogged ears. And then if you have a water bottle that has a straw in it, make sure you crack the lid to reduce the pressure before opening the straw, or you will have a little fountain coming out of your water bottle. Take a plastic bag, put your phone in it, hook it onto the latch that secures the tray table, and then you'll have your own entertainment device. Label your sleep mask with a sign that says, "Wake me for food" or "Let me sleep," so the flight attendant knows what to do when they come around with the meal service if you happen to be passed out. Wear a towel around your neck. It's going to save space for you in your carry-on bag, as it's often a pretty bulky item. And also, tuck it under your arms, and it can totally double as a neck rest. Ask for an extra pillow or snag one from an empty seat to place on your lower back. Wear compression socks to increase warmth, circulation, and prevent any swelling. No cankles. Remove magazines and booklets from the back seat pocket for more legroom. When you take this magazine out, also head to the page that shows the airport map of where you will be arriving. This way you will know exactly where to go. Use the washroom about 20 minutes on the plane before you land so you can avoid the rush at the airport washrooms, and then keep track of how long it takes you to get your luggage or how delayed the flight was, as you can use a service like AirHelp, which is going to take a percentage of the compensation you receive if your claim is accepted. Get the best of both worlds by booking a private room in a hostel. If you do go with a hotel, include a note with your booking about your floor preference. Lower floors are going to have a greater chance of theft, outside noise, and a poor view, but they are easier to evacuate the building in an emergency. You will also want to avoid booking floors that are directly above the pool. The smell of chlorine is likely to invade your room. Use a rubber band or a piece of tape to keep the door from latching as you're coming in and out of the room. You can also use a piece of tape to place a dryer sheet over the AC unit and then get rid of any smells inside of the room. Place your phone inside of a glass or a mug to amplify the sound instead of using a speaker, and then take one of the reusable cups, flip it upside down, and stab your toothbrush into the top for a makeshift toothbrush stand. Use a pants hanger to clip the blinds together and reduce any cracks that are allowing the sunlight in. Use a tab from a soda can to layer your hangers and add more space in your closet. Use the ironing board as a standing desk, and then when you're done working, you can use the hinge on the top of the door as a bottle opener. Use any card, even a business card, in the key slot to keep the electricity in the room on. Use the hospital corner on your folded bedsheet as a pocket for the remote, a book, or even your phone. If you're unable to drink the tap water, fill the kettle with that water, boil it, and then pour it into jugs and put it in the fridge. Use the hotel shower cap to store muddy shoes, dirty clothes, or wet clothing, or even a bathing suit, prior to packing them back into your suitcase. The remote control is considered to be one of the dirtiest items in your hotel room, so use that shower cap to cover it and seal off any germs. Use the blow dryer to quickly dry wet clothing and socks. Loop your car keys through your phone charging cord to avoid forgetting this cord as you're leaving. And if you don't have a plug adapter, most hotel TVs are going to have a USB slot which you can use to charge your devices. Make a photocopy of the photo page in your passport to carry on you. Also, save it to the photos on your phone and email it to yourself as well as to a friend so you can access it anywhere, anytime. Type your destination into Google Maps and download this map prior to boarding your flight. This way you will know where everything is immediately when you arrive, even before you've accessed Wi-Fi or have gotten a SIM card. Also download ride-sharing apps or conversation apps like WhatsApp, as these often require you to put a cell phone number in and receive a text verification. Once you've landed in the new country, you will not have the SIM card in your phone to receive these texts. Take photos of any damage you find in your accommodation or in any vehicle that you have rented, and then email it to yourself immediately. Emailing it to yourself associates a time and a date with when these photos were taken, so you will not get in trouble for any pre-existing damage. Call your bank before you leave for your trip and let them know your dates and destinations to avoid having your cards frozen. If you end up somewhere, a restaurant or a hotel, and you don't want to pay for their Wi-Fi, consider offering to write a review in exchange for the password. Ensure that Find My iPhone or a similar app on Android is enabled on your phone. Use a bread clip on the bottom of your flip-flop if you find that the tongue piece is continuously coming out of the sole. Use your sunglasses as a phone stand. Travel with baby powder, as there are so many uses for it, from deodorizing your shoes to even adding volume and sucking up the oil from your hair. Secure a clothes peg to the bottom of your toothbrush to make a toothbrush stand. Place a water bottle over the light on your phone to turn it into a lantern. Use a waterproof phone case to keep things like your phone, as well as other valuables like keys, money, or even your passport on you while you go into the water. Use spray-on sunscreen to make sure your entire back is covered. Pack a travel-friendly exercise band for strength training. Use Gas Buddy to find the cheapest places to fill up. And finally, consider purchasing some non-perishable food items for when you arrive home from your trip. As a thank you for making it all the way to the end, I've included a free downloadable checklist with all of these hacks organized by category for you to refer to before your next trip. Let us know your favorite travel hacks in the comments down below. Give this video a like, and I also hope you'll consider subscribing so I can see you back here for more hacks and tips soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.